immediately, but don't do that. Okay? All right, so in your packet, look at the very first page in your packet. 8x. What hours did you put over here?
10, 12, and 14.
Okay, I'm going to do 5, 10, and 15. And if you didn't do these, that's okay. So you're going to go 8 times 5 is 40 if you use 5. 8 times 10 is 80. 8 times 15 is 120. So I'm going to go graph it. Hey, do we know if it's proportional or not before we ever graph?
Yes.
Why? It's in this form right here. It's in the y equal kx form. It doesn't have a y-intercept. Well, it does, but what's the y-intercept? 0. Good. Plus 0. So your y-intercept is 0. It's in this form. Hey, what's k before we go on? How do you get k? Divide. Good. So what's 40 divided by 5? 80 divided by 10. 120 divided by 15. 8. So your k is 8. Well, look at there. Our constant proportionality is 8. Our rate of change is 8. Right? Because if I do the rate of change up here, what do I get? What do I get? Good. And what's this? 5. Now, yours may be different than mine. Yours may be different. Go get your rate of change on your first two sets of points. And then come over here and put m equals change in y over change in x. Yes, is 8. So my rate of change, my slope, my constant proportionality, all is 8. Unit rate. So that means it's proportional, isn't it? 0, 0. 5 is 40. 10 is 80. And really don't even have to do any more. I got 3 points. I'm going to go graph it. Oh, can you work part of an hour?
No. I mean, yes.
Yes. So continuous. Continuous.
Yes.
Line. Okay, answer me this. Does the money you make depend on how many hours you work?
Yes.
Yeah. So your amount is the dependent. Write DEP up there. Your amount that you make is dependent on the number of hours. That's your independent. Oh, what page? I think it's the next section. Very next one. Okay, so we are going to go find the slope on here. When you have a line and you need the slope, what are you going to do?
Use only 2 points.
Yes, so only use 2 points. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use this one. Why am I not using that one?
That is not on an exact
Intersection, right? Intersection. Almost the right word, huh? So we're going to go over. Okay. Where did Logan get 10? Where did Logan get 10? Where? Where did he get 10, Kristen? Well, I know, but where did he get 10 right here on the graph? Where did he get the 10 from? That's what some people are having a problem with. Where did he get 10 from? Why didn't he put 5? Well, hey, don't even look over there. I know y'all are looking over there, but look, right over here. I need you looking at the graph. Tell them, Brooke. It goes up 2, but look. Guys, y'all done number lines for a long time. Guys, this is a number line. It goes from 0 to 10. 0 to 10. Okay, everybody see that? 0 to 10. That's what some of you are struggling with. When you're going across, you're looking at the S and seeing what the number line is. It's 0 to 10. And then to go up, I'm going to look at the what? The Y. Where did Logan get 80? Because look, you're looking over here. Yes, it's going up 20, but look, you're going from 0 to 80. So M equals what? 80 over 10, which is 8. That is called the what? Slope. Guys, what does M represent? A slope, the rate of change. So M is 8. So look at this proportional graph. The slope, the rate of change, the constant proportionality, all the same. It's all 8. 8, 8, 8. All right. Look at number 2. We wrote the equation because he paid $4 an hour for parking, $10 extra charge. So what hours did you put in there?
0, 1, 2, 5, 7, 9. 0, 1, 2.
Okay, I forgot what I put. Okay. I picked 2, 5, and 8. I picked 2, 5, and 8. If you didn't pick 2, 5, and 8, you're good. 4 times 2 plus 10 is 18. 4 times 5 plus 10 is
30.
and 4 times 8 plus 10 is
42.
good. Now, hey, is this proportional before we ever go graph it? Why is it no? Why is it no? It's got a plus 10. It's not in this form. It's not in that form. It's got the plus 10. We already know the y-intercept is what?
10.
10. We already know it's 10. Right there, plus 10. I want to come up here before we graph it, and I want to do the rate of change. Oh, wait. Before we do that, go divide 18 by 2. 9. 30 by 5. 30 by 5. 30 divided by 5. 6. Y'all worrying me, people. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So it's not got a constant of proportionality. There is not one because it's not proportional. Now let's do the rate of change. Now yours may be different than mine. You go do yours, I'm going to do mine. You do yours, I'm going to do mine. What's it going to be? Mine is 12 here and 3 here. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Yours should equal 4 also. Why? That's the slope, guys. 4 is the rate of change, which is the slope. So when you get your rate of change, the change in y with the change in x, you should get 4 also. Your numbers might not be like mine.
I got 8 over 2.
Okay, so now to go graph it. I'm going to go 2 is 18. Hey, what are we counting by over here?
6.
What's the scale? 6, right? Half of 12 is 6. So 2 is The third one up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
18 is between 12 and 24. And then 5 is 30. Well, that's between 24 and 36. And then 8 is 42, which is between 36 and 48. Do you guys see why I used 2, 5, and 8?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it was easy to graph. I knew, I kind of did it in my head before I started. Now, can you work can he work part of an hour?
Yes.
Yeah, they charge you for just part of an hour. So, I'm going to, or they can, line up my points, continuous line. The amount I pay depends on how many hours I park. I can choose the hours I park. I can choose that. So the amount I pay depends on how many hours. That's my dependent. Okay, one more thing. Okay, so we did everything. We proved why it wasn't proportional. Oh, yeah, one more thing. The slope on the graph. Slope. Hey, does that look like about 10?
Yes.
Because that's 6 and that's 12, so that's about 10. I'm not going to use that point. I'm going to use this one and this one. I'm going to go over. I only heard 2 people say 3. You're going from 2 to 5. 2 to 5 is 3. I'm going up how many?
12.
Where'd you get 12?
It's 2 times 6 is 12.
Yes. Guys, we already decided we're going up by 6s. You're going from 18 to 30. 18 to 30, just like I had on my chart over here, table over here. So to get the slope, 12 over 3 is 4. Hey, look at there. 4's my slope. 4's my slope. 4's my slope. Turn the page. Number 3. What's the rate of change? 3 to 6. 3. The rate of change. 1. So M is 3 over 1, which is 3. So 3x. Now, I don't like that they wrote this backwards, but what's 3 times 1? 3. 3 times 2? 6. 3 times 3? 9. So y equals 3x. Proportional, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Raise your hand when you know one reason it's proportional. How do you know it's going to start with 0? David. Okay, how do you know it's linear? Well, but we haven't graphed it yet. How do you know it's going to be linear? You're right, but how do you know?
Because there's no y-intercept.
Wait a minute. No, linear. Why is it linear? Why do you know for sure it's linear right now? There is a rate. Everybody say it. Rate of change. Guys, there is a rate of change right here. That goes up 3, that goes up 1. So, guys, there's a rate of change, so we know it's linear. But, guys, looking at the equation, raise your hand when you know why it's proportional. Looking at the equation. Looking at the equation, how do we already know it's going to be proportional? I'm waiting for all the hands to go up. We've already done 2. We've already done 2 graphs. We've already done 2. We said the same thing on both of them. Willie, tell them. But we haven't graphed it yet. How do you know looking at the equation? Megan, let Megan. We're not adding or subtracting anything, guys, on the equation. So what form is it in? Y equals kx. When it's in y equal kx form, it's going to be proportional. Every time. When it's in this form, it's proportional. That's what I need you to say. Looking at the equation, it's in this form. Oh, dear. Now, there's another reason it's proportional. I hadn't even gotten to the graph yet, and don't say it goes to 0, 0. We don't know that yet. I don't want to hear that. There's another reason it's proportional. By looking at the table, what am I going to go do? Looking at the table. We did it on the other two graphs, guys. What did we do on the other two graphs? Caitlin, what did we do? Well, we've already done the rate of change. That proved it was linear. What can we do to prove there is a constant of proportionality? What did we do on the other two graphs? Kristen? I gave you a hint right there, people. Thank you, Kristen. We divide the y by the x. So what's 3 divided by 1? 6 divided by 2? 3. 3 all the way down. So k is 3. K is 3. Now, when we go graph it, we know 0, 0. 1 is 3, and I'm going to do 3 is 9. Can you have part of a yard?
Yes.
Yes. So, continuous line. Okay, the verbal description. I'm just going to write it to save time. The number of feet, which is what variable? X or Y?
Y.
The number of feet Y is 3 times the what?
X.
Which is what?
That is
Right here. What's the X?
number of yards.
Okay.
It's on
Is the yard times the yards X. Okay. We have it. I hope all this is coming together now. It should. We've done the same thing for 3 weeks, guys. The same thing over and over and over.
I thought verbal description was right. So make it.
Well, yeah, it can be. There's all kinds of ways to do verbal. Thank you for asking that. Yes, it could be. We could do it any.
I just throw it.
Yeah, a story. It could be. Okay, we're about to do a story on number 4. Okay, so let's look. I have a table. Everybody look. I have a table. I need to write the equation. So the first thing I do is find the rate of change. Thank you, whoever said that. Amber, good. Rate of change. So 10 to 16 is what? 6. 1 to 2, 1. So come over here. M equals 6 over 1, which is 6. So what am I going to go multiply by? 6x. Now they wrote it backwards again, which multiplication order doesn't matter. But okay, what's 6 times 1?
6.
And 6 plus 4 is 10. 12 plus 4, 16. 6 times 3 plus 4, there you go. So y equals 6x plus 4. Raise your hand when you know if this is proportional or not. Raise your hand if you know if it's proportional or not. Cameron? Yes or no? Why not? Give me one reason. There's 2. There's two reasons. Give me one of them. Thank you. Excellent. Okay. Now, just a minute. I'm going to get the other reason. So it's not in this form. It's not in y equal kx form. Now raise your hand when you know what the other reason is that it's not proportional. The other reason it's not proportional. I just gave you a hint. Madison. It's linear because it's got a rate of change. It's linear. There you go. Right. So let's all do it together. 10 divided by 1 is 16 divided by 2 is, so it's not proportional. There is no constant proportionality. It's not the same. Yes, very good. Okay, so now we're going to go graph it. 1 is 10. 3, well, just a minute. 3 is 22. 3 is 22. Now, what is the y-intercept? Everybody say it together. Why is it 4? How did Logan get 4 so quickly? It's plus 4. Right there, guys. Everybody's hand should have gone up. Everybody's hand should have gone up. So 0 is 4. Now, we got to figure out what we're talking about. We know this is money. So the amount earned in dollars. So what do y'all want the scenario to be?
John makes he works an hour and he earns $10 an hour.
No, it can't be. He makes how much an hour? 6, right? 6 an hour, but he gets what?
$4 bonus.
$4 for, I guess, if you're doing the.
Yes, you're driving out there. And you're driving out to the place.
They give him $4 gas?
Yeah.
Okay. So $4 in tips. Okay, so hours. This is hours. So who's it going to be?
Leon.
John.
I heard Leon first, sorry. And that was my boy's grandfather's name, so Leon. Well, he didn't go by Leon, but okay. So Leon makes what?
$6.
Exactly. Plus what? A $4 tip. We forgot to put our X in there. Well, we don't need it. You don't have to have that. Leon makes $6 an hour plus $4 tip. Well, we're out of room. That's good enough. Okay. So your Y, okay, your Y, the amount he earns depends on how many hours, doesn't it? That's your dependent. Okay, hey, so this is the number of hours. Can he work part of an hour?
Yes.
Yes, so we can go continuous. Good. Okay. Hey, let's do the slope from this number to that number. I didn't do it the other classes, but I want to do it now. So that goes from 1 to 3. What is that?
2.
No, it goes over 2, huh? 1 to 3 is 2. And now, shh, don't say it. I want everybody to say it when I say go. When I say go, I want this, when it goes up. Go.
12.
Okay, guys, you're doing a number line. You're doing a number line, and you're looking at Y. You start at 10, and you go to 22. That's 12. Even if you don't remember it's counting by 2, you can look over here at the number line. It goes from 10 to 22, which is 12. So to get the slope, 12 over 2 is 6. Hey, does that look familiar? So if you had 6 here, 6 divided by 2 is 3. But we already know the rate of change is 6. The slope, the rate of change is 6. Okay, next page, real quick. Okay, number 5. Yes or no?
Yes.
What's K?
K equals 2.5.
Okay? All we did, you people that were absent, is divide the y by the x. We got 2.5 all the way down. Okay, number 6.
Yes.
What's K?
5.
Okay, number 7.
No.
Okay, here's how you can show me. 60 divided by 2 is 0.3, right? And then on number 6, $1.60 divided, or 160 divided by 6 is,
2.66.
well, not 2 point, 0.2 repeating 6, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so that is a no. Shh. 8, yes or no?
Yes.
What's K?
2.54.
All you're doing is going and dividing the y by the x. Okay, put that in your practice. Look at page 107. Oh, wait, no, not yet. We have to do our, yes. We have to do our, good try. Hey, and let's don't do it upside down. The graphic goes to the right. Okay, you're going to write non-proportional relationships or relationship. Okay. If it's proportional, it's in y equal kx, correct? If it's non-proportional, but it's linear, what is your equation going to look like?
Plus y equals kx plus mx plus h.
What does the M stand for? Raise your hand when you know what the B stands for. Raise your hand when you know what the B stands for. Hayden. Yep. Good job. We all should know that now. M is the slope, B is the y-intercept. Is everybody getting that? Okay, let's come down here and do an H chart. X, Y. Okay, I want to do something, and we're going to use smaller numbers, just because. Okay, first period about tacos, second period about donuts. What do y'all want to buy? Pizza, sausage. Sounds good. Because you're probably not going to eat. There's not many people in here can eat more than one hamburger, can you? 2, maybe. Okay, so we're going to say X is pizza slices. How much are the pizza slices going to cost?
$3 a slice. $3 a slice.
We already wrote 2. Well, let's make it easy. Let's make it easier. Remember, I want easy numbers. Okay, so you're going to pay $2 a slice plus, because see, we don't want it proportional, so we got to add or subtract something. Plus a drink. How much you going to pay for your drink? Okay, guys, I'm going to override, and I'm going to put $2, and there's a reason. Okay, it's going to be a good reason. It's going to be easier to graph, because we've already done. We kind of messed up first and second. I mean, our numbers didn't work out perfectly. So down here, let's look. Reasonable amount of pizza slices. So let's count by ones, don't you think? But let's number every other one. So 2, 4, 6, 8. All right, so let's put some numbers over here. We could even do 10. So what do y'all pick 3 of those numbers?
6, 8, 10.
6, 8, 10. That sounds good to me.
It's easy.
So 2 times 6
12.
plus 2 is
14.
good. 2 times 8
16.
plus 2,
20. Wait.
18. 2 times 10 plus 2,
22.
22. Okay, so now looking at these numbers here, what do we want to count by? We don't want to count by 2s. We won't get up to, God bless you, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I thought that was going to work out better, but it's not. I tell you what, let's count by, see, I'm looking at what these are multiples of, and really 2, but 3, well, if you go up by 4, none of those work.
7.
11, only 1 would work. 7, only 1 would work. 6. Okay, I tell you what, let's just go by 3s. So every other one. So let's don't number every one. So 6, 12, 18.
Yeah.
I'm counting by 3s. Oh, if we counted, no, we can't do that. Okay. So 6 is 14. 6 is 14. So if we did,
Right in the middle of 14 as well.
hey, oh, you,
No, like, right in the middle.
well, what's in between 12 and 18? 15.
Right below the 15.
There you go. Right below the 15. 8's easy. That's 18. You know what 9 is? Oh, wait, that won't help us any. Okay, 10 is 22, so that right above, well, right above the 21, huh? Because the next one's 21. And then can you buy part of a slice?
Yes.
Huh? You can't buy part of a slice. So it's going to be discreet. Y'all scaring me, people. And really, the way I did it, that's 3, and our y-intercept is 2, so it should be a little bit below, but I guess I didn't graph it exactly like I should have. Okay, so now let's scenario. Who's buying pizza? Alicia. Let's see that easier number. Oh, no. Y'all do Cinderella. She deserves it. She cleaned the whole house. Cinderella buys X pizza slices at $2 each. And a drink for what? What did she pay for a drink? $2. At the ballroom party? Dance? They didn't call them a party. At the ballroom dance. Okay. All right, let's glue that in on page 11. Glue that in on page 11. And then go put my glue stick up if you've borrowed it. Okay, Daniel's going to pick them up for us. And then what I need you to do is turn to page 107. Turn to page 107 in your book. And at the bottom of the page, 1 and 2. Okay, on page 107. Hey, make sure that cap is on there tight. I found several that weren't. That's why they're dried up. Click the others. That'll work. Okay, on page 107. Page 107. Okay, on 1 and 2. I need you to, on 1 and 2, I need you to find the slope. I need you to find the slope first. You pick 2 points. You find the slope. And then you're going to go write the equation. It might be in y equal kx form or y equal mx plus b form. But they're both linear, so we know it's going to be in one of those forms. Do that, and then we're going to check it. Okay, guys, let's check them. Okay, on number 1, I picked that point and that point. You may have picked 2 other points. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go over 2, and I'm going to go up 2. So 2 over 2 equals 1. So 1x. Do you have to put the 1 in front of x? No. No, you do not. You do not. Whatever your slope is, whatever yours turned out to be, you should have gotten 1. You might have done 5 over 5, 4 over 4. And then, what's my y-intercept? There you go. Hey, and you can circle that. Does everybody see where we got plus 1? Okay, now look at number 2. What do I already know about this? So I'm not going to have a plus or minus, am I? No. So it's going to be in y equal kx. So I'm going to just pick that one. I'm going to go over, how many? 16. And I'm going to go up 4. So 4 over 16 is 1/4. And if you did on the calculator, you got 0.25, which is the same thing. So 1/4 x. Good, just in time. Guys, have a good day. Do well in your game and cheering and all.